produktiem stāv zinātnieki.
Hi, Eva. I'm very glad to see you today, and it's thank you for coming. You will be analyzing my blood test, which I have given for ZinZino, and it's something which I'm very looking forward. I am Ilona, founder of Amber Aesthetics, and I am running a holistic approach to the skin slow aging in the mindset, diet, and skincare routines. So today I've been giving my blood test to Eva to analyze, and she is one of the experts in ZinZino who's worked for 8 years in ZinZino company and been besides with Paul Clayton, nutritionist, acknowledged in the world, and been able to give and help people different results and saying how to balance their diet and helping out. So I'm very looking forward to hear more about my test results. And Eva, word to you.
Thank you. I'm very happy and excited for the opportunity. And yeah, thank you for introduction. I hope to, so to say, to become an expert one day. Today, I am really a practitioner who has simply have had lots of opportunities to see different test results. And yeah, I think I have quite enough experience to simply to say what I see there. So let's take the result and let's look at it.
Yeah.
Can you share screen or should I do it?
Can you share? I haven't prepared.
If you can make me co-host or give me opportunity to share, so I will.
Yes.
So. I think this is it. Yeah. Do you see?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, this is how it appears to begin with. And these are indicators for our health, which are simply calculated on base of our dry blood spot, which we send into laboratory, independent laboratory in Oslo called Vitas Analyzing Services, I believe so. And what we see here, this is simply, these are things which normal people like me and you and other partners in ZinZino can simply comment on. But what we actually measure in this blood spot, these are 11 different fatty acids divided in 4 different fat groups. And I should change it to English, sorry. Let's see. Okay. Log in. I have to check, is it yours? Why do they think I need to change?
It should be mine.
Looks very much like yours.
The results, yeah, 2.5. I was actually quite shocked because I think I will have very good results. And then it was showing that I'm lacking in omega-3. So yeah, tell more about it.
So we're back where it starts, and what we see here is it says that the diet is balanced 2.5 to 1 in omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, which if we just looked at this indicator would seem that it's pretty good, but you see an exclamation sign here. So this actually is not really a true balance, because we will later on see that you lack both omega-6 and omega-3. So if you like compare two units which are lacking both, the balance would be good, but the result is not good, and that's why we see these orange or yellow faces here, where if it was good balance, every one of those would be green. Mm-hmm. And also this third one called arachidonic acid index would be green, which would mean that you have enough, and lipid absorption or lipid breakdown in your body is optimal. But due to this yellow corner, we already know that something is wrong with this balance here. So we go down to where I was before. These fat groups or fatty acid groups directly measured from the blood spot. And I already started saying that we have 4 different fat groups, and 2 of them, omega-6 and omega-3, are essential. We can only obtain it through the diet. And what we want, or what our bodies need in order to function well, these groups should be in balance. The ideal balance is 1:1, but the still okay balance is 3:1, meaning that this group may be 3 times more than this. And the ideal result would show that there is no deviation between target value and measured value in your spot. If there was only, if here we saw zeros, it means that no deficiency and no too much, nothing too much. Yeah, but this is what makes your balance good. Both groups are in minuses, and so we know that this is not really good. And what I would guess on, because what we also know from these blood tests, that omega-6s usually are overdosed in our diet. The modern diet simply supplies so much with omega-6s that we sometimes even don't know we eat omega-6. So this makes me wonder how you get this result. It's either one of the opportunities is that you simply don't eat enough of those fatty acids or products containing those fatty acids, or another opportunity or another case could be that the lipid breakdown in your body is not happening as it's supposed to the whole way through. And omega-3, this is the classic, actually. People lack omega-3s because, again, in our modern diet, there is simply not enough of it. So we should supplement with a good omega-3 source in order to get these deviations up to 0. So we don't lack it. And if I go a little further to these saturated fats, then again, we should not have excess of them, because if we have it, it makes our membranes stiff, kind of, or not flexible enough. So the good things we eat don't get into the cells, and then the waste doesn't get out. And this group of fats we get from milk or dairy products, all kinds of dairy products, and or too much carbohydrates. And if a person continues to have too much of saturated fats for long, then that probably could lead to some kind of insulin problems, resistance problems, or even second or type 2 diabetes, which of course we don't want. So you can probably think of what you are eating too much of, what gives you this saturated fat in such a large amount. And then if I go back to indicators, then I would start here, where we see the intervals where the colors change. Yeah, and balance, as we saw. it shows or it appears good, but it's false. Yeah, so you need to stay here, but just add in both fat groups, both in omega-6s and omega-3s. And then you would reach your protection value where you would like to have it. It's like above 90. Then the environment in your body is not favorable for inflammation processes. Then when they start, then they can stop easily, and there is enough omega-3 to stop it. Yeah. Then we go down to omega-3 index, which shows, we can also click here and see more of like every indicator, how you get it and what it is based on. So you see that these are omega-3s, both or even all of them measured in this blood cell membrane. And in a healthy body, we would have more than 8% of it. And that would mean that the blood is thin enough for heart to work in an optimal regime, not like being under constant pressure to get all blood around in your body. The value 4% is critical actually, and usually indicates that there are already some problems with the cardiovascular system. So we definitely want to be here. And again, you would get it when you simply supplement your food with more good, efficient omega-3. You were going to ask something?
I just thought, as you said, with active lifestyle, I am trying to remember back how it's been my diet, and I have knowing that their white rice is bad and all that we are omega-6 having everything too much. I have excluded like a bread and all the like oats and stuff, not much eating, and it just explains how I've been getting more and more luck, and my physical activity since the lockdown has been gone down as well. I don't do any much activity, like which would be like a heart race to the activate the blood circulation better. So it's something which I can relate. I can see.
Activity would definitely do good things for you and for anyone else.
Anyone, yeah.
Yeah. And then we have an indicator called your mental strength. This is a story about the mental function. And here again, we have space for improvement. This is calculated on base of omega-6s, like arachidonic acid, and omega-3s, more these underlining of the group of 4. And when you get that ratio down to 1:1 or better, then you would feel that when you wake up in the morning after night's sleep, you have been having deeper sleep and have had better rest, so you will have more energy in the morning. You would be able to concentrate better. I'm not saying that it's bad, but it could be better. And also all kinds of anxieties and mood swings and that would become less irritating, even if it's not irritating today. So you would feel better in your own skin, so to say, more adequate reactions to stress situations and so. And here is the cell membrane fluidity, which I already named in relation to these saturated fats. This indicator is calculated on base of omega-3s and these saturated fats. And so you need to reduce the one and increase the other in order to get the membrane flexible enough to get all the good stuff in when you supply your food or supplement your food with something else. Or even not supplementing, but simply to use what the food is containing optimally. And this we already touched, the formation of arachidonic acid or arachidonic acid index. This was one of the fatty acids in group omega-6s. It's important actually to have it in this interval. Then we know that we both have enough omega-6. The formation of arachidonic acid is optimal, and that means that this, what was it called, lipid breakdown and lipid absorption is good in the body. And I was thinking of what we could, so to say, suggest here to get the results faster. You would benefit of supplementing the daily routines with prebiotic fibers. This would optimize absorption, and even consider replacing this balanced oil in oil format to water soluble formula, which is called Aqua X. This is absorbed by body much easier.
Okay.
And then with time, when you feel like it, maybe that's a good idea to change, to switch between these water soluble, and then we have also vegan formula where we also have this first form of omega-3 more than in a normal. Although I think that this should change even with any kind of balance oils.
Yeah.
That is what I could say so right away.
Yeah. I looking back in my diet, I do see that I've been eating a lot of cheeses and cooking in a ghee butter, which what you was showing me that the results is very stearic acid out of balance, and I have to reduce it. It's been really a good kind of wake-up call that in my opinion what I've been trying to eat healthy and organically, it just seems that I've been starving my body.
In a way, yeah. And we already talked also before we started this record. Maybe you never know. Is it really so or not? Maybe the portions of what you eat should be bigger, because you lack like everything else except this saturated fat group. So where could it come from?
Yeah. It's interesting because I just thought that the rice is kind of bad, so I avoid it, and all these like optional things which are in society being said in nutrition, kind of saying that it's not very good. Carbohydrates and pasta, I've been like avoiding everything, and in the end, it feels like I am just lacking in everything, which made me quite shocked. Yeah, because I was like thinking I eat organic, I eat good, but at the same time I don't eat enough still, and like how come? So I gonna be now in excluding like fats and milks and coffee and everything, and I will try now for 3 months to do a better diet, and I will put them the test again, and hopefully it's gonna be a better results.
If I may add, I don't think that you should say that you should make better diet, because probably your diet is good, like quality of products are good, is good, but you should make it simply more balanced and more variety in what you eat. That is from me what I would say. And then yes, what you said, the saturated fats, this is a group which you should probably exclude at least for a while in order to balance it out.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for explaining so well my results. It's very interesting. I'm gonna try to share this video with everyone who is interested and can see for themselves how it's happening when the blood test been analyzed. Thank you very much for today, Eva.
That was my honor and
Thank
pleasure.
you. Have a lovely day. Bye.
Thank you too.